In addition to your 3 colors of clay, you'll need some tin foil to protect your work area, a pencil or something else to use as a rolling pin, a toothpick, and some sort of blade. It can be an X-Acto knife or a disposable knife. The sharper the blade, the cleaner the cut, but make sure you have parent supervision. Your first step is to decide which color is going to be your cake, which color is going to be your frosting, and which color you're going to use to decorate with. You're going to separate your cake color into 3 equal parts. And then separate your frosting color into 4 equal parts. And you can leave your 3rd color to the side for now. We'll use that later. Now you're going to roll all of your clay into little balls. You can roll it between your hands or on the table to get it into a round shape. It doesn't have to be perfectly round. And it might help to tape down your tin foil if you're doing it on the table. Now set aside 2 of your frosting layers for later use. Now you're going to use your pencil rolling pin and your fingers to squish your layers down into little circles. You'll want your layers to be roughly the size of a penny. As you squish all your layers, make sure they are roughly the same size. And now we're going to build our cake. You'll do a layer of cake, a layer of frosting, a layer of cake, a layer of frosting, and finally another layer of cake. If your edges don't line up, that's okay. You can just roll it along its side like this until they do. And if your cake gets too tall and skinny, you can squish it back down. Now we're going to use our remaining frosting. Roll one piece out into a circle. It's going to be a lot thinner than your other layer, so make it as big as you can, so it'll fold over the top of your cake. When you roll out your second piece, you'll want it to be a bit longer because it's going to wrap around the sides of your cake. So you can make it into an oval shape and then roll it that way. I had to go back and take my top layer off and roll it out again, just so I could cover my whole cake. See, it's very thin. Now I've rolled out my final bits of frosting into one kind of long shape and one circle. It doesn't fully wrap around, but that's okay. You can cut off some of the excess and just patch it on to wherever you need. Use your fingers to rub it into the other clay. Make a smooth transition. You can even roll it on your surface again to smooth it out. Now you'll do the same thing when you add your top layer of frosting. Just smooth it down to the sides to blend it into the side frosting. Once it's all smooth, you can shape your cake by hitting it against the table to help flatten the bottom and rolling it to make sure it's cake shaped. And now we'll decorate our cake. If you're not sure how you want to decorate it, here's some inspiration pictures. First, I knew I wanted to have a ring of white frosting around the top of my cake, so I cut off a piece and rolled it out into a thin little line. And then I just put that around the top edge of my cake, pressing it in so it sticks to the frosting layer, and smoothing the ends together to make a perfect circle. Next, I made a bunch of tiny little balls so I could press around the base of my cake. Then I wanted to add a heart to the top of my cake, so I traced it onto a flattened piece of clay with my toothpick. I pulled away all the remaining clay, shaped my heart a little bit, and then stuck it on top of the cake. Now, if you want to just end your cake whole, that's fine. You can bake it now. But if you want to cut out a piece to show the inside of your cake, use your blade, with the adult's help, to cut out a piece of cake. Now, you're going to do what I call cakeify. Take your toothpick and just poke little tiny holes into the cake layers to give it some texture to make it look like a cake. See the difference between the flat side and the cakeified side? And don't forget to do the inside of your big cake too. Now that your cake is done, you can bake it to cure it. You'll definitely need an adult's help with this one. And there you have it, a little mini cake that you can play with. Thanks for watching.